Okay now? Okay, Safe Janet School.
Your Excellency, President Yoweri Museveni, Chair of the IPOD Summit, my fellow presidents, and I think I've just noticed His Excellency seems to be the odd man out up here, because everybody here seems to be a son of a congressman. As UPC, the seeds we have sown are part of what has germinated here. But as Ugandans, we're heading into an election season. And I, as a congressman who believes in the dream of Uganda, I remain committed to Uganda. I would try to do everything in my power that we can emerge stronger, more united, even if we go through a difficult election process. That is a commitment which Uganda People's Congress has had towards dialogue. We will always seek to pursue the dialogue option in order to overcome the difficulties, and difficulties will be there. There are areas where we don't agree on policy, but the greater good should be what should bring us together and seek to create a Uganda which will work for all its citizens today, tomorrow, and in the future. And therefore, I am here to demonstrate our commitment towards that better Uganda. We are not going to shirk from the responsibility. Whatever difficulties come, we are prepared and ready, willing to address them as best we can. And hence, on the dialogue platform, I hope through my colleagues and through you, Your Excellency, we have demonstrated our commitment to this dream. And we shall continue on this dream. But I wish to use this opportunity to highlight some areas where we may not agree with one another. And that I'm going to take my final minute here to give a statement of where I stand concerning the teacher strike on UNATO. I, as a congressman, remain committed to quality education for the people or the children of Uganda. But I don't agree in the separation of scientists and art teachers. I have had great art teachers who have built me up, who have encouraged, and I believe that these teachers are playing an important role in developing the next generation of Ugandans. So as Congress, I want to put it on record, UPC stands with UNATO. That is not to say, Mr. President, that we will not seek to find other ways or other areas where we are on the same page. But on the policy platform, on this one, I wanted to make it clear to my members and to others, we may have different policy platforms, we may have different goals or whatever, but the ultimate goal is how we're going to develop Uganda.
Thank you.
And for Uganda People's Congress, I say we remain committed to Uganda, and I say all this for God and my country.
Thank you, President, Uganda People's Congress. May we receive the President of the Forum for Democratic Change, Honorable Engineer Amuriat.
Your Excellency, the President of Uganda and Chairman of the IPOD Summit, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, my fellow leaders, presidents of the IPOD's participating parties, all the delegations from the 6 sister parties, I stand here to present a few views from the FDC. In 2009, we became part of the founders of IPOD. And our being here today underlines the fact that we as the FDC remain committed to dialogue. The dialogue that we envisage from this forum is meaningful dialogue. We envisage dialogue with respect for each other. We envisage dialogue where resolutions of the IPOD summit are implemented. We, in the opposition, have a responsibility to the peace and security of this country in the way we play our politics. But to a greater extent, Mr. Chairman of the IPOD Summit, it is you and the ruling party that has a greater responsibility to Ugandans. The elections in this country around the corner, it is our expectation that you will lead the way in ensuring a peaceful election. I speak from a position of a participant. In fact, I was your political rival, Mr. President, as you remember. I went through hell during that election. And I do not like to see my successors going through such a situation. Secondly, Mr. President, even as we talk about dialogue, there is a dire need for us to reconcile this nation. Our country is broken apart on tribal, religious, and political lines. And we'll just be making fun of ourselves, my dear friends, if we kept dialoguing without emphasizing reconciliation in this country. And reconciliation can take different forms. I speak today and do understand that there are a lot of people languishing in prisons. Some of them have waited for justice to be dispensed, and this justice is being delayed.
Thank you, thank you. If you can try to summarize.
Yes, I am going to summarize. My appeal to you, Mr. Chairman, is to exercise clemency. I would like to appeal to you, Your Excellency, that you exercise the prerogative of mercy, even for those who may be found at fault, and these should just merely be for the sake of not living in the past, but progressing this country forward. Finally, as I sit down, Your Excellency, you are aware that in an election, there are rules. And those rules, as the FDC, we will adhere to the letter.
Thank you.
We have candidates who will be traversing the country. And it's my expectation that the harassment that we normally face from the military and the police remains history, and that we may have a peaceful election.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
President
We
FDC.
will always be one Uganda, one people.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. May we receive Honorable Asman Basalewa, President Jema. As PPP prepares to conclude the remarks, just in 2-3 minutes, please.
Thank you very much, the Master of Ceremonies, my colleague, the chairperson of iPod Summit and president of Uganda, my colleagues, fellow party leaders, the Right Honourable Speaker, the Parliament of Uganda, Anita Annette Among Magogo, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Jema Party is one of the founder members of iPod. In fact, if I recall, we were in this same place here in Kololo when we signed the first iPod instruments. I am here to assure everybody that Jema is still committed to iPod, and Jema will remain an active participant of iPod. We believe that the challenges afflicting this nation can be comprehensively addressed through dialogue, through discussion, through consensus. And that is what we believe in as a party, and those are the values we bring to iPod. We want an iPod, Mr. Chairman, that is inclusive, and we should ensure and find all ways to make this iPod process inclusive and have ways of bringing everybody under the umbrella of iPod for the good of this country. Mr. President, the last time I addressed an iPod meeting was in 2018 in Munyonyo, and I did emphasize the idea of rule of law, constitutionalism, democracy, and good governance. I am glad that my colleagues have highlighted some of them. One of the challenges, Mr. President,
as you conclude,
as I conclude, one of the challenges we are facing as a country is increasing episodes of impunity in some spheres of life. Inexplicable arrests, inexplicable detentions, people being on remand for years. And Mr. President, you remember that time, I gave you an example of many Muslim sheikhs, Sheikh Wanjala, Sheikh Wasigu, who have been on remand for now 15 years. They cannot receive justice. But that's just one example. There are really many others. And we agreed that you cannot have a criminal justice system where people are arrested and investigations come later. It's a mockery of justice. So I want us as iPod, Mr. President, to begin discussing and squarely engaging those ideas for the good of our country. I thank you very much, and I bring warm greetings once again from the Justice Forum.
Thank you. May we receive the chairman, President.
Kati bageno tugamba mbu mulabye ebirungi bya iPod twogera kubasibwa twogera kubali mu makomera temulaba Museveni tubimugamba mu maaso temugamba ageno bakwata musoka mu mugamba nno bakwate ye ali mukutya waliye wajjemo Museveni nga muwagizi wajjema nga ali mu komera taliyo okitegedde General Museveni atakimu national platform kati bagenda okwogera enga bababuuza nti lwaki muli mu iPod anti iPod lomusolo mugambako n'ategeera ensonga kyogala tulina mugambako takimanyi kyakola kikyamu bakwata balina omusango tebalina amalaga bakwata fuwa kubanga ali mu kutya akankana empale zonna entegetege zimufampa alabe obuyinza bamutwalako entebe bagitwala n'akola ebikolo n'akola ebyo byakola olwaleero kati ngowooza muno iPod yeyo n'okutereeza ebyo kati awe muvudde mu iPod bameka baatadde just wasting of time kuona nasendeza amaso kudawo ne bazidibula ne balya ne bafuyiza nenga tewali cha makulu kye balina mwebyo kati batuddawo Choka Museveni okugamba okuva ku ntebe kitayisa kutula ne mutesa nti va ku ntebe takimanyi alina okuvaako twasuka kutula tutesa naye ntumugamba tujangu ofuge twasuka kutula naye bamuganda muganda ekaya liyo mukulembeza asobola okulembera wala tasobola kulembera tabalina maanyi ga kulembera nje mugezi wa wano eka nedda ssebo bino bigenda kuba bya kibuli protestive vote si asoose